So Devin Haney's father and trainer Bill Haney was asked some questions by Fight Hype and some other reporters, basically about Tank Davis, man. And he kind of, went in and spoke in a way where it was kind of encoded a little bit, but he made his points clear about the, Tank Davis fight and how he feels that, Tank Davis is moving in a certain type of funny type of way, and that Devin Haney and his team are basically ready. And they're basically ready. They don't have a fight up next, and he basically called out, Tank and said his name personally. And there was a lot of stuff said in this interview, and I kind of want to give my thoughts on at least some of it that was talked about in this interview. We know we just had the Devin Haney and Regis Prograis fight last night, where Devin Haney went on to win unanimous decision in a pretty entertaining fight, which Devin Haney showed superior skill set, won the fight easily, won every round, and could have probably got the stoppage that I thought, I thought maybe he could have closed the show, but didn't do it. And I kind of want to just go over this interview and just kind of work through it and give my thoughts on some of the stuff that Devin Haney's father said, and that's pretty much it. So y'all stay tuned.
Money is definitely take. And I guarantee you he ain't gonna say Devin's name. Because we ain't got no fight. We available. If you don't want nothing here. Calvin, nigga, knock it off, man.
So it seems to me like he's getting on Tank Davis's team. He's called his name out. He said Tank. And they basically saying that he's avoiding Devin Haney. He don't want no work from Devin Haney. And I think he's going to go on to talk about how, the Floyd Mayweather team is moving in a certain type of way. And they basically calling Tank Davis the face of boxing, but he's not really necessarily fighting nobody.
You know what I'm saying? Knock it off, Calvin. And what's that other dude name? Coach Ellis. You don't want none of this shit.
Why don't they want none of it, Bill? Why does Devin win the fight?
So he says, why does Devin win the fight? Let me see what he says here.
When you say Tank doesn't want any of it, why is that? I know you can't give him.
Man, get off of Twitter, man, and knock it off, man. If you the face of boxing, then send over something, man.
So Bill Haney is basically saying, get off Twitter, send something over, man. A lot of social media chatting back and forth. And he basically wants them to send something over. And one of the things I notice when it comes to boxing and these promoters, a lot of times they want the upper hand in the contract. And sometimes you have situations where the promoters in that side of the street, don't necessarily want the fight at the specific time that the other side want the fight. And they both have their own thoughts and how they want to move their fighter's career. But right now, what I'm hearing from Bill Haney is that it seems like they want that work from Tank Davis, man. It seems like they calling him out. They feel like Tank is moving a little funny, and I kind of like it, man. I like when stuff like this happens. So we're gonna see how this plays out.
You know what I'm saying? Something respectful, like you really trying to do this shit. Because every fighter that Devin fuck with gets paid, man, the most money, man. Knock it off, man. That's bum business, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen.
He says every fighter that Devin Haney fights get paid. And then I think he's gonna go on to talk about how Floyd Mayweather and that side. He says that I think he made a joke and said that he'd be, he'd be P Diddy and them boys. I guess he said he'd be penny pinching his fighters, not the fighters that he has, fight against Tank, and he's not paying his fighters correctly. And seems like he's talking real tough and crazy, about the whole situation, and I like it.
We don't need you. Let the welfare feed you for real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. Because that's where you're going to be at the welfare line. You keep shitting on the people, giving them the fake fights, talking about that we can charge $57. Listen, we're going to give you the best fights, and we're going to get all the people in there. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do. And we pay the fighters. Here you go. We pay our fighters. And we give them, and listen, and we give them, we give the fans an opportunity to come in. That's that old bullshit ass business model that you're gonna charge the fans for some bullshit fights, and then you the face of boxing because you just keep shoving it down their throat, man.
Yeah, see, I understand what Bill is trying to say. He's trying to say what he's trying to say without saying it. But a lot of times, people, they like to, liken this situation to how Floyd Mayweather changed boxing and how they move around a certain way and pick and choose the fights and stuff like that. I think that's basically what Devin Haney's father, Bill, is basically trying to say here in this situation. That type of situation is kind of out of there, man. Now, a lot of boxing fans and what they would call new media and stuff like that wants to see the fights that we want to see. We want to see the fights get made. We don't want to see, you moving around and hiding fighters and cherry picking fights and calling yourself the face of boxing. When you clearly got guys, in or around your same division that want the smoke. And I think that's basically what Devin Haney's trainer is basically saying here. And I pretty much see what he's saying. I kind of agree with it, to a certain extent.
The Mayweather era, that's over with, man. It's the Devin Haney era. That Mayweather shit is over with, man. You hear me? Over with. Floyd ain't never did what Devin did at 25. Tank ain't did it. Nobody else ain't did it. Listen, y'all just scared to say it, but I'm not. I believe in my son. I've been watching him do it. You know what I mean? To get 7 different world championship fights at 25. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever.
So he's basically saying that Devin Haney has accomplished more at his young age of 25 than Floyd Mayweather did. I understand. You know what I'm saying? I get it. That's his son. Not necessarily that he's, not speaking facts. I don't necessarily like that comparison too much. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't too much like that comparison too much when it comes to the Floyd Mayweather situation because both of their careers were different. Devin Haney has pretty much, had people that had his back ever since he was young. He's actually been working with Floyd Mayweather in his gym and stuff like that. So he's had a lot more earlier at his disposal than Floyd Mayweather did. We, know Floyd was basically with Top Rank for a while, and he basically, had to buy himself out of his contract, and he wasn't necessarily being promoted correctly early on and things of that nature. So it's not exactly the same situation, but I get what he's basically saying is that my son is on a faster track of success, and he basically is farther along than Floyd Mayweather was at that point in time. And I think he feels like his son is not getting the respect that's due based on what he's accomplished. And he basically just won all the smoke is what he basically saying.
So is this fight? Regis Prograis said in the post-fight press conference that he has quick, snappy power.
Man, I don't want to hear that shit, man. Every fighter after, man. I don't want to hear that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Every fighter after, they talk. And then when they get in there after, when they lumped up and they looking all fucked up, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying that, man. What I'm saying is, I know what you're talking about, Ego, but they repeatedly drive that narrative and they use the media to create hype around it because, a lot of them are Tank fans.
And that's exactly what I was basically getting into in my live stream last night with my brother Yadai. And the thing is, is that we know Regis, and this is what he was talking about. Regis Prograis was talking all that crap, talking cash shit, and after the fight, now he wants to try to big up Devin Haney, and now he wants to say how much he's better than he thought he was, and all of that stuff like that. And Bill Haney is basically saying, I don't want to hear all that. You know what I'm saying? Once you all lumped up and looking crazy after the fight, now you want to try to, make peace and say that, he was good and try to give credit. When before the fight you was talking all of that junk, man. We understand you got to build a fight up and all of that, but you can't really fault the winning side for not really wanting to hear that. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want to hear that, bro. After all that stuff you said, you said you was going, beat us. You said you was going F Devin up, and you ain't get a chance to get in there and do it because you just got outclassed. And that's pretty much, that's pretty much how it goes. Usually the ones that's talking, that do the most talking is usually the ones that, that's not really going to be about that life. And I think Devin Haney stood on business in this fight. Him and his corner, Bill Haney and his trainer, them boys, they stood on business over there, man. And they did what they had to do. Much respect, much love, peace and blessings to the Haney side and how they do their thing. I definitely want to see the Tank fight. You know what I mean? I definitely pretty sure, it's going to be a hard situation to get that fight to happen. Who knows what's going on with Tank's side of the street? You know what I mean? You know how that go. But how that fight will play out. Obviously, Tank Davis is not Regis Prograis. He's way more skilled, way faster, better counter puncher. just better power, just all around better fighter in my opinion. Definitely a lot shorter though, so that's something we got to take into consideration. But I thought this was an interesting little video, and I just kind of wanted to get in here and, you know, just kind of dissect what Bill was talking about and give my thoughts on it. And we'll probably, you know what I'm saying, get in here and talk some more here shortly. I just wanted to drop a quick video. So I really appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you smash the like button, thumbs up the video, share the video, however you got to do it. This your boy Get a Mic. This Gym Boxing. Hit that Cash App, and I'll be back with more content. Peace.